If you're over 60, this could be one of the most important videos you watch this year. They say all vegetables are good for you, but that's a lie that could cost you your health. Some vegetables silently raise your blood sugar, inflame your joints, and even increase your risk of heart disease. Others, they could help you live 10 to 12 years longer, reduce memory loss, and fight off chronic pain from the inside out. And yet, 99% of seniors have no idea which ones are safe and which are secretly harmful. So in today's video, we're revealing the 4 life-saving vegetables you absolutely need in your diet after 60, and the 4 you must avoid at all costs. Some of these will shock you. And the most dangerous vegetable, which is on number 2 in our list, chances are it's already in your kitchen right now. Here are the vegetables ranked from the least to the most powerful for your health. Number 4, purple cabbage. Don't let its humble appearance fool you. Purple cabbage is a heavy hitter for seniors. Its rich color comes from a group of antioxidants called anthocyanins, natural compounds that help neutralize free radicals, the unstable molecules that speed up aging and damage your cells. A major study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who regularly ate anthocyanin-rich vegetables, like purple cabbage, had a 24% lower risk of heart disease. That's nearly 1 in 4 lives potentially saved, just by changing what's on your plate. It's also packed with gut-friendly fiber and natural prebiotics. Why does that matter? Because after 60, your gut health has a direct impact on your immunity, digestion, and how well your body absorbs nutrients. And if you've noticed more bloating, weaker immunity, or slower recovery, your gut might be calling for help. The best part? It's easy to prepare. Eat it raw in salads, lightly sauté it, or mix it into a crunchy slaw with olive oil and apple cider vinegar. Don't overcook it though. High heat destroys the good stuff. Stick to light stir-frying or quick steaming. Number 3, okra. It's not the most glamorous vegetable, and yes, the texture throws some people off. But okra might be one of the most underrated blood sugar fighters out there. Inside those fuzzy green pods is a type of soluble fiber called mucilage. It slows how quickly sugar is absorbed into your bloodstream, which is critical after 60 when insulin resistance becomes more common. A 2021 study published in Food Science and Nutrition found that eating okra daily for just 8 weeks dropped fasting blood sugar by more than 20%. That's the kind of drop you'd expect from medication, without the side effects. And it doesn't stop there. Okra also supports brain health, bone strength, and energy levels with its vitamin K, folate, and antioxidant content. Steaming, tossing into soups, or roasting are great ways to enjoy it. If you hate the sliminess, soak it in vinegar before cooking. Number 2, beetroot. Beetroot isn't just a bright, colorful root. It's a natural blood vessel relaxer, and that makes it one of the most important vegetables for anyone over 60. Here's the deal. As we age, our arteries become stiffer and narrower. That restricts blood flow, increases blood pressure, and makes your heart work overtime. But beetroot contains a high concentration of natural nitrates. When you eat it, your body converts those nitrates into nitric oxide, a compound that helps relax and widen your blood vessels. A 2019 study in hypertension research found that drinking beetroot juice every day for just 4 weeks lowered systolic blood pressure in seniors by an average of 11 points. That kind of drop can mean the difference between high risk and heart safe. But beetroot doesn't just protect your heart, it supports your brain too. Your brain depends on a steady flow of blood to function. And in a 2017 study published in the Journals of Gerontology, older adults who consumed beetroot before exercise had significantly more blood flow to the frontal lobe, the part of the brain that controls memory, focus, and decision-making. Translation? Beets help keep your mind sharp. On top of that, beetroot is rich in betalains, powerful anti-inflammatory antioxidants that reduce joint pain, fight oxidative stress, and support long-term mobility. It's also loaded with folate and manganese, which boost red blood cell production and help your body convert food into energy. That's a major win when energy dips become more frequent with age. Want to get the full benefit? Roast beets in the oven until tender to bring out their natural sweetness. You can also blend them into smoothies with apple and ginger for a heart-healthy boost. Just be sure to use 100% beet juice, no added sugars. Short on time? Try pre-cooked vacuum-packed beets. Slice, eat, done. Have you ever tried beetroot juice or roasted beets? Let us know how you prepare them in the comments. Your recipe might just help someone else on their health journey. Coming up next is the vegetable that every senior should eat daily. It boosts your eyes, brain, heart, bones, and even your memory. It's powerful, inexpensive, and hiding in plain sight. But before we do, if you're enjoying these science-backed insights and want more real, actionable health tips to stay strong and independent after 65, go ahead and tap the subscribe button right now so you join our community and stay intelligently healthy. Number 1, kale. If you could only pick one vegetable to eat every single day after 60, this is the one. Kale is more than just a trendy superfood. It's a multi-system protector. It targets your brain, heart, bones, eyes, and immune system all at once. That's rare. And that's why kale takes the top spot. Let's start with your brain. Kale is loaded with lutein and zeaxanthin, two pigments that act like natural shields for your brain and eyes. A 2020 study published in Neurology found that seniors with high levels of these compounds had 32% slower cognitive decline than those with low levels. That means better memory, sharper focus, and a longer runway of independence. Then there's your heart. Kale contains potassium, which balances out sodium in your diet and helps regulate blood pressure. It's also rich in magnesium, critical for keeping your heartbeat steady and your blood vessels relaxed. And with its sky-high levels of vitamin K, kale strengthens bones and helps prevent calcium buildup in your arteries, a major risk factor for heart attacks. In fact, just 1 cup of kale provides over 600% of your daily vitamin K needs. And the anti-inflammatory benefits? Through the roof. Kale has compounds like camphorol and glucosinolates that fight chronic inflammation deep inside your cells, the root cause of joint pain, heart disease, and even diabetes. A 2018 study in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience even linked regular kale intake with stronger neuronal activity in aging brains, especially in areas tied to memory and learning. But here's the catch. Raw kale in large amounts can interfere with your thyroid. So if you have thyroid issues, it's best to lightly cook it. A quick sauté in olive oil with garlic or a few minutes of steaming is all it takes to unlock its power without the risk. Or if you want a fun snack, make homemade kale chips. Tear the leaves, drizzle with olive oil, sprinkle sea salt, and bake until crispy. Now that we've covered the 4 vegetables that can heal your heart, sharpen your brain, and strengthen your body, it's time to talk about the other side of the plate. Some vegetables, though they look harmless, can quietly raise your blood sugar, inflame your joints, and accelerate the aging process without you feeling it until it's too late. 4 vegetables you should never touch after 60, starting with the least harmful but still risky. Number 4, corn. It's in everything, from summer barbecues to soups and snacks. But corn isn't as innocent as it seems, especially after 60. Corn is a high glycemic vegetable. That means it spikes your blood sugar, fast, even faster than some cereals. When blood sugar spikes, your body floods with insulin. Over time, this repeated cycle leads to insulin resistance, and that's how type 2 diabetes sneaks in. A 2020 study in diabetes care found that older adults who regularly consumed high glycemic vegetables like corn had a 46% higher risk of insulin resistance and heart disease. Plus, corn doesn't offer the long-lasting energy of complex carbs. It gives you a short burst, followed by a crash. That up and down roller coaster is hard on your heart, drains your energy, and leaves your hormones confused. If you still enjoy corn, have it occasionally and in small portions, but don't make it a staple. Better swaps? Zucchini or cauliflower. They stabilize blood sugar, not sabotage it, and avoid the worst offenders, creamed corn, canned corn with sugar, and anything labeled sweet corn. Those versions have been engineered for more sugar and even less nutrition. Do you still eat corn regularly, or have you already made the switch to something better? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read every comment on my videos. If you've made it this far, you're clearly a clever senior who cares about your health. So do we. Tap the subscribe button to stay updated with more advice that actually works after 65. Number 3. Potatoes comforting? Yes. Safe after 60? Not so much. Potatoes are a dietary staple for millions, but for seniors, they can quietly become a health trap. Why? Because potatoes are extremely high on the glycemic index. That means they spike your blood sugar rapidly, just like white bread or sugary drinks. When your blood sugar spikes, your body releases a surge of insulin, then crashes. Over time, this process wears out your pancreas, weakens insulin sensitivity, and increases fat storage, especially around the organs. Not to mention, it leads to that sluggish, drained feeling after meals. In fact, a 2016 study published in the BMJ followed over 70,000 adults and found that those who ate potatoes 4 or more times per week had a 33% higher risk of developing high blood pressure. That's a huge risk for seniors who are already walking a tightrope with cardiovascular health. And it gets worse. Most people don't eat potatoes plain. They're mashed with butter, fried in oil, or buried in salt and cheese. These cooking methods turn potatoes into an artery-inflaming bomb. Frying, in particular, forms acrylamides, toxic compounds that damage your blood vessels. Even boiled potatoes break down into glucose so quickly that your blood sugar doesn't stand a chance. Plus, unless you're eating the skin, which most don't, you're missing out on any meaningful fiber. And potatoes don't offer the colorful antioxidant protection you get from vegetables like beets, kale, or cabbage. If you love potatoes, don't panic, but treat them like a dessert, an occasional indulgence, not an everyday habit. Want a better option? Try sweet potatoes instead. They're lower on the glycemic index and full of fiber, vitamin A, and powerful antioxidants. Roast them with olive oil and cinnamon, and you'll still get that comfort food feeling without the health crash. Number 2, eggplant. It might look like a superfood with its deep purple skin, but eggplant can quietly trigger inflammation and digestive trouble, especially if you're already dealing with arthritis or gut issues. The reason? Alkaloids. These natural compounds, specifically solanine and niacin, are part of eggplant's defense system. In small amounts, they're fine. But in sensitive individuals, especially older adults, they can increase oxidative stress, interfere with nerve signaling, and trigger inflammatory flare-ups. A 2021 study in Frontiers in Pharmacology confirmed that solanine can worsen joint pain, stiffness, and even disrupt digestive comfort. Many seniors report feeling bloated, foggy, or sore after eggplant-heavy meals, especially if it's fried or grilled. And there's more. Eggplant is high in oxalates, compounds that can build up and form kidney stones. After 60, when kidney function naturally slows, this becomes a real problem. A 2019 study in Neurology Annals found that older adults with slower kidney filtration who consumed high oxalate vegetables like eggplant had a significantly greater risk of stone formation. Even its texture can be a challenge for aging digestion, especially if the skin is left on or it's undercooked. If you must eat eggplant, do it in small portions. Always peel it, soak it in salt water to draw out the bitterness, and cook it thoroughly to minimize the alkaloid content. But for many seniors, eggplant's risks outweigh the benefits, especially when there are safer, more nutrient-dense veggies to choose from. Has eggplant ever caused you discomfort? Or did this surprise you? Let us know in the comments. You might help someone who's been dealing with mystery inflammation figure it out. Number 1. Canned tomatoes surprised? Most people are. Tomatoes are often seen as a health food, and fresh ones can be. But canned tomatoes? That's where the danger hides, especially for seniors. The issue isn't the tomato itself. It's what happens when you combine acidic tomatoes with the lining inside most cans. Most canned goods are lined with BPA, bisphenol A, a chemical used to prevent the metal from corroding. But BPA is a known endocrine disruptor. It messes with your hormones, throws off estrogen and testosterone balance, and has been linked to heart arrhythmias, mood swings, and even certain cancers. Now here's the kicker. Tomatoes are highly acidic. That acid breaks down the BPA, causing it to leach directly into the food. A 2020 study in environmental research found that adults with the highest BPA levels in their blood had a 91% higher risk of heart disease than those with the lowest. And your risk is even higher after 60, when liver detox slows down and your body struggles to flush out chemical exposure. But that's not all. Canned tomato products are often packed with salt, up to 500 milligrams of sodium in a single cup of tomato sauce. That's nearly a quarter of your daily limit. And if you're using tomato products in pasta, chili, stews, it adds up fast. Too much sodium stiffens your arteries, stresses your kidneys, and skyrockets your blood pressure, especially dangerous if you're on heart medication. So what's the fix? It's best to choose glass-jarred tomato sauces instead of canned versions. These eliminate the risk of BPA contamination and are often lower in sodium. An even healthier option is to make your own sauce at home using fresh tomatoes, garlic, and olive oil. This way, you control every ingredient. However, if you must use canned tomatoes, always look for BPA-free labels and rinse the contents thoroughly before use to wash away excess sodium and reduce chemical. After 60, every bite matters more. The good vegetables, kale, beetroot, okra, and purple cabbage, fight inflammation, support your brain, improve circulation, and help your body work better, longer. The bad ones, corn, potatoes, eggplant, and canned tomatoes, pretend to be harmless but quietly fuel the very problems we work so hard to prevent. High blood pressure, brain fog, joint pain, and hormonal chaos. Now that you know the truth, the power's in your hands. Start adding the right veggies. Start phasing out the harmful ones. And if you've been struggling with symptoms that didn't make sense, this could be the root cause. Which vegetable shocked you the most today? Let us know in the comments. You never know who else you might help by sharing your story. Click subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a tip that could change your life. No hype, just honest, science-backed advice to help you stay strong, sharp, and independent for decades to come. Thanks for watching. And from all of us at Vitamin Health, take care of your body. It's the only place you've got to live.